Oddly enough, look who's on my phone line. Vince McMahon. Vince, how are you, buddy?
Good, Bubba. What up?
I'm doing well, and I know you're going to be in Tampa for a really kind of a big deal this Monday. And
wait a minute, Bubba. It's not kind of a big deal. It is a huge deal. Come on a 3-hour Raw. We're celebrating our 800th edition. You know, nothing has ever come close to this on television. ER, Seinfeld combined, nowhere near the number of episodes. Lassie, Gunsmoke back in your era. I mean, nothing comes close to this. This is huge.
Look at Vince put my ass right into place, buddy. Right up. You can tell who's in the gorilla position and who's booking at all times, my friend.
Now.
Vince, I will tell you, man, there's not too many people that really intimidate me, but the few times that I've met you, Vince, you scare the hell out of me. I got to tell you.
Come on now. I'm the nicest, most mellow, meek, humble man in the world.
Come on, man. I'll tell you, Brent, you will not meet a man that's in his 50s, that's in better shape than this guy. He could lock up with the likes of probably John Cena. This guy and sits in that gorilla position, calls the shots. Good guy. Speaking of which, Vince, I hope I'm not asking a bad subject. How's John Cena doing? I got a ton of people that's asking about him. How's John's injury coming along?
He's doing great. Should be back in action sometime in November, and he's spoiling for a fight.
What a good kid, man. You guys, we actually met him, Vince, years ago when we were in Hartford, and he just broke into the business, and nobody really knew who he was, but God, he's special. I mean, you only see those kind of guys come around every once in a while, man.
That's very true, and he's also a Neanderthal or a Cro-Magnon or something. I mean, this guy, when he gets hurt, he comes right back in record-setting time. You cannot tire him out no matter what you do. I mean, he's always busy doing something constantly. He's a whirling dervish. He's an amazing, amazing man.
Speaking of Neanderthal, how about my boy Edge? Talk about Neanderthal-type qualities. Let's talk about Edge a little bit.
You know what? He does have that kind of like protruding forehead, kind of that Neanderthal look. He does. You're right about that.
Well, I got to tell you, man, the people of Tampa, and of course, whether you're at the arena, at the St. Pete Times Forum, and part of this 3-hour extravaganza, by the way, you can still get tickets, Ticketmaster, and they're going to pack it. They are going to pack it. This is the biggest event that's been a wrestling event that has been in this building. We've had Raws, we've had things like that before. They've not had a 3-hour extravaganza. But speaking of which, the 800th episode happening this Monday. The likes of The Undertaker going to be there. Jericho's got a big deal going on. Vince, what are some of the festivities going on there?
Well, actually, we have an interesting situation with Randy Orton as well, because I guess something has to give as it relates to our general manager, Mike Adamle. One of them has to go, and I think Shane and Stephanie McMahon are actually going to be there to make a decision as to whether or not Mike Adamle should be fired or not.
I can't tell you the last time you had Shane and Stephanie on the same show. Vince, you probably know.
I really don't. It's been that long. I mean, it's been a long time ago.
I'll tell you one thing, man. I love Shane. That guy can work. I saw Shane work Hogan one time in Seattle, and when you worked him, Terry, and your boy can work his ass off, Vince. I'll tell you that right now.
He got his athletic ability from his mom.
And Stephanie got the promo cutting ability from Vince. I'll tell you that right now.
I suppose it's a combination. It all works somehow.
Brent, what were you going to say?
I was going to ask Vince, now when they make the decision on who gets fired, are they going to get the standard Vince McMahon come out to tell him?
I don't know about that. We'll have to get a little bit closer to the event.
Vince will come out and do this goose step and how he shakes his legs and gets all crazy, and then he'll fire someone. That's how he does. That's what the fans love, by the way.
Yeah, Vince was firing people before Donald Trump made it.
You were firing people before firing people was cool, Vince.
That's true. Mostly backstage, though.
Yeah, mostly not on camera. And it's even. And I heard it was stiffer backstage, Vince. What say you?
I never know where fact ends and fiction begins,
Anyway, man, it's happening this Monday, and it's in Tampa. Don't forget, check your local listings. Vince, I think the event fires up live on TV at 8 o'clock, right?
You got it.
8 o'clock, and it's a 3-hour extravaganza. And my buddy, Taker's going to be in the house as well. Who's Taker fighting, bud?
Undertaker's going to bury someone. We're going to have to find out. He may bury the entire roster.
Hey, have you ever got heat with Undertaker before?
I don't know. If you show up, Bubba, he might bury you.
No. See, now, Undertaker and I we had our indifferences over the years, but then I finally got smartened up and was told by several of the guys, listen, there's one guy that you just don't want to mess with because he runs the locker room. He's the end-all, be-all. Even, I was told, Vince, don't get mad at me, even you walk lightly around the Taker sometimes.
Of course I do.
You're a smart man, aren't you, buddy?
I try to be.
Anyway, man, tell all the boys we said hi, Vince. We'll be there Monday. It's at the St. Pete Times Forum. There are tickets, but more importantly, man, you want to catch us on TV. It's a 3-hour extravaganza. It's a Vince McMahon production. He never scrimps. I'm sure the pyrotechnics will be out there. It'll be a star-studded event, whether it's the guys wrestling or the fanfare that ensues. Vince, we love you, my friend. You put on one hell of a product, buddy. Nobody gets it like you, bud. And we will see you Monday right here in Tampa, Florida. 3-hour, 800 episode of Raw, Vince McMahon style. Vince, we love you, bud.
Thank you, guys.
Take care now, buddy.